these kids seem to have real talent, but in a limited part of the game. They don't have a complete game. It doesn't look like they've really learned the basic fundamentals right at the start of their basketball careers.
Well, some of these kids start so much later than, say, kids in America who start at 7, 8 years old in a lot of the school leagues. These kids historically usually don't start until they're 11, 12, 13 years old, and they've missed 3, 4 key years of fundamental basic basketball. And that's a real shame. Although it is changing, there are more 8- and 9-year-old kids playing basketball in this country than ever before. But these kids have started late, and you can tell fundamentally why they are so different than, say, kids on the continent at their age group in terms of Spanish, German, so on and so forth.
Chris Erskine, obviously a really talented athlete with a lot of positives as a basketball player, but look at that foul shot.
Well, as we said before, he knows where the basket is, but he is not a good perimeter player. He may never be a good perimeter player, but there have been some great players who weren't perimeter players, like Magic Johnson. He wasn't the greatest.
He taught himself to be one, though.
That's right.
He was shooting threes by the end of his career. And it's not just in America where youngsters are developing fundamentals at an early age, but Yugoslavia, Spain, they bring them in very early and they teach them the correct way to do things and then let them develop as individuals.
That's right. You know, and that you have to admire for the way Yugoslavia has developed their players and become maybe the top nation, or no question, the top nation outside of the United States for basketball in the world.
And another timeout on the court with less than a minute to go. This one's all but over. East London with a 20-point lead. In Brixton, you don't so often see games where the lead goes so far one way, then the other way, and then comes all the way back to a 20-point lead for the original leading team. But East London reaffirming their position as the top junior team in Britain with a big win in the final of the Russell Athletic World Invitational Tournament from Crystal Palace. And Aseusu with the three-pointer. Could have done with a couple of those earlier in the match.
Here's the replay.
That's so good, we're going to see it again. It's like disc jockeys when I was a kid. Play that 45 one more time.
He doesn't have a great-looking shot either, but that one goes in without any problem whatsoever.
Now I'm going to anticipate my colleague Alton Bird, who I can read like a book these days, and decide that he's going to give the Golden Bird Award for Man of the Match to number 7, Barry Gooch on East London.
Well, I think you're right. Not necessarily by choice, but but because
it hurts.
Well, he's certainly done a bit more in terms of moving the ball. His penetration has really hurt Brixton, and his ability to distribute the ball has caused him all kinds of problems, and he has made the difference today.
Who else makes the short list?
Erskine, obviously, because of his ability to finish the plays. He's been there to finish. Patrice Gordon's had not a bad game for East London. So they've all played pretty well, but Gooch has certainly been the catalyst.
Right, and on the losing side, they seem to tire out really fast, and the lack of mobility hurt. I said I like Junior Williams a bit. He's got a lot of potential. James Perkins, I thought, played very well in the first half when he came in. And also on the winning side, a word from Martin Gore, who did a lot of work, especially in the first half, underneath, pretty much by himself.
Well, this is an East London team, remember, that has had a number of kids recruited to the United States for U.S. colleges. There are 2 over there now. Brian Balser, who is at Siena College, and the other kid's name escapes me, but certainly Brian Balser has played senior basketball here. So Martin Gore, Mike, has a bright future.
80-63. East London up by 17. Patterson, the long three misses at the buzzer. The final score and the championship of the junior division of the International Championship goes to East London Royals, 80-63. We'll be back in the next couple of days with the rest of the tournament. Stay tuned to Screen Sport. For Alton Bird, I'm Mike Carlson. See you tomorrow.
Football Europa brings you the pick of the action from the
championships.